Hey guys, welcome to Kristen Kelly TV. So today I am going to do a question that one of you guys asked. So, as a lot of you know, I don't have like a huge fan base on YouTube. So if you guys have a question, like seriously, leave me a question. I just got somebody on my last question video that was like, dang, I missed out. Can you do the next question through Twitter? You know what? I'm just going to reply to this person right now because I always reply to you guys. Like, I literally always reply to you guys. Let me like that, and then I'm going to say, what's your question? I'm doing a video right now. What's your question? I'm doing a video right now. Okay, cool. So let's see if he gets back. Okay, so I had somebody ask about my hair. They had asked, could you do a hair routine or, oh my God, sorry. I keep dropping my phone. Sorry about that, guys. Can you do, and I'm totally going to do like a makeup, sorry, I'm like kind of sick right now, I'm like all over the place. I'm definitely going to do like a makeup tutorial on like everyday makeup. I'm going to do some makeup tutorials in general. I've been getting like my setup right and everything, so please stick with me. I'm also going to do a skin video because as you guys know, like I'm obsessed with skincare and you guys are always asking about skincare, so I'm definitely going to do a video about that. I just needed to get my setup right, but I'm still working on that. So don't worry, we'll get there soon. But this person had asked about my hair, like just questions about my hair, like tell me about your hair. So my hair in general was, okay, by nature, I have very dark brown hair. When I was about 11, they did that little thing where they put your hair up to the swatches of color and tell you what color you are. My natural shade was a shade away from black. So I have very dark hair naturally. When I was about 13 to 15, I started going gray. So as soon as my hair started going gray, I started dyeing it pretty much the same color brown like I had. And then because I was in beauty pageants, I started getting highlights. So I had highlights in my hair, like very full foil highlights. My hair was very dry and like it was really long. It was kind of gross, so I got a cut. Then for graduation from high school, my mom really wanted my hair to be brown. I don't know, like my mom just really wanted my hair to be brown for graduation from my high school. So with my mother wanting that, I dyed my hair like a very dark chocolate brown. Like got it dyed, but like a very chocolate dark brown for her, out of respect for her. So I did that. I don't think my mom like thought that I would be blonde for the rest of my life, but so I did that. Then from there, my hair was black. So I had black hair and I would do it out of the box for about a year. Black hair is the hardest to get out. So when I finally wanted to get the black out, the hairdresser had to strip my hair, which like really kills it. And it made my hair like an orangey color. So I had to go like very brassy. So I had to go red. So I had red hair for about 2 years. And then I started going blonde. And it took like a really long time for me to go blonde. And then finally I was white blonde, like a Playboy bunny blonde, for I would say 5 years. Really like white blonde. Like I just loved blonde Barbie white hair. And then I started doing acting. And when I started doing acting, I realized that having white blonde hair is not like it's not a real hair color, and it makes you look trashy and it makes you look stupid and it makes you look like a prostitute. So I would only go out for roles that were topless this, stripper this, dead stripper that. So at that point I decided like I really needed to go darker blonde, which was very weird for me. It was a very weird thing going from being like a platinum blonde to darker blonde. So, oh my God, I'm sorry. Like from platinum blonde to darker blonde. So I started going like darker, lighter. My hairdresser I actually had for a few years. I really loved her. However, when I started going darker blonde, she wasn't really giving me what I wanted. Like at one point, she had dyed my roots like brown, and then it was like kind of a disaster. So I started going to a different hairdresser, and she kind of was the one that was like, look, you don't need to get your hair done every month, because I was doing my hair like every 3 weeks to 4 weeks, and I went from that to doing my hair now I get my full hair done with highlights and foils every, I would say, 5 to 6 months. And between that, I do color breaks, which is essentially just making like the roots a little darker blonde. So it takes the color up, but it doesn't take the color up all the way. And I actually did my roots last time myself because I kind of wanted to try what it was like. I probably won't do it again. I'll probably just go to the hairdresser. And that's called a color break. I really recommend doing color breaks between, if you get your hair foiled or if you're doing like really light blonde, I totally recommend getting a color break, because what it does is just makes your roots look more natural, like it's your real hair. I wash my hair every 5 days, and I do coconut treatments, which a coconut treatment is essentially you just shampoo your hair and then towel dry it. I put like a few scoops of coconut oil, just coconut oil from a grocery store you would cook with, in a bowl, put it in the microwave for like 20 seconds. I put my ends in it, and then I put it all over my hair and I leave it on. And to me, it gives me the effect of almost doing Brazilian blowout, but a natural, more effective way. So like I'll do that, and then I also take Viviscal, which is a pill. You can get it on Amazon for $40. I take that every day. I also take biotin. My hair is by no means like what I want it to be forever. I want my hair to be thicker and healthier and longer. I feel like I'm definitely on my way to doing that. My hair is the best it's been in like a decade. Is it still damaged? Yes. Is it still like way thinner? Like this is all my real hair. It's so thin compared to what it was when it was brown and it was long. But your hair changes every 7 years. So, I mean, it's the hair I was given, and yeah, like, it's not amazing, but it's my hair. I also don't do extensions really anymore. And when I do extensions, it's like a big deal, and I'll wear wigs and stuff, which helps a lot. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything about my hair. Let's see about that guy that said he had a question. He commented back. What is your question, sir? Okay, so the next person that had a question through my YouTube questions was Kristen Kelly. Okay, I have two. So, I know you act, and I was wondering, what was your favorite acting role you've ever done? My favorite acting role I've ever done. That's like so hard for me. So, I really loved theater when I was in high school, and clearly you were not paid for that, but I still consider those roles like really important to me. One of my first acting roles I ever did was when I was a freshman in high school, and I played so the character was of a butler. However, I'm never going to be a professional. I'm never going to be a man. I'm never going to be somebody who like looks like a professional butler. So instead of doing that, I took the role and I changed it completely. I made the voice into a very like ditzy girl. I everything she said, I just, would really make her sound retarded. Or I'm sorry, that was politically incorrect. I made her sound very unintelligent. And the teacher, had brought everyone, and she was like, okay, everyone, like, we're doing the table read. And no one knew that I was going to make this character into, a ditz. So I started doing the table read, and everyone just started laughing. And the director, it was like our teacher, Miss Kettleson, who is now deceased, she just was like, wow, that was ingenious. That was like a really great character choice. So I had made the character like that, and we were when we were doing the play, I think it was opening night, or maybe it was like the second night or something like that. We had one of the girls that was on stage was like quite well endowed. She had really big boobs, and her boob had come out, and she didn't know that. So she was on stage with her boob out, and the guy who was the stage manager came up to me, and he's like, we need you to go out there and we need you to get, I'm not going to say her name because I don't know. I mean, she's probably going to watch this. I don't know if she would want to say her name. You need to get off stage. So I didn't know what was going on. And somebody had a bag of like cheesy puffs, next to on stage. I grabbed the bag and I poured the bag onto the tray because I was like the maid, or I was like the butler, but I like kind of made myself into a maid. I'd poured the cheesy puffs on there, and I ran out on stage. I was like, oh, whatever her character was. I need help. The cheesy puffs, they're everywhere. The oven's broken. It's throwing cheesy puffs. Like, help. No one on stage knew what was happening. Like, literally, they're in the middle of a scene. I run on stage like a crazy person. No one knows what's going on. I'm trying to usher this actor backstage. So I get her backstage and she's like, what is going on? I'm like, your breast is out. Put your boob back in, so she was just like mortified. So she's like, oh my God. So she puts like her boob back in and she goes back on stage. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. And that was the stage director who told me to do that. But the teacher, who was like the main director, was watching, from across she was like at a table like behind the audience, so she didn't know what was going on. And then it was really funny that night when we were taking notes, because she's giving the notes and she's like, what the hell was that with the cheesy puff thing? So the stage director was like, that was we needed to get her off stage because her breast was out. Kristen's character was the only character really that could just like run onto stage for no reason. So I had done that, and it was just, I don't know, to this day, it's so funny. It was just so funny, and it was, everyone that saw the show that night and also seen it another night was like, that was so funny. That was like the best stuff, And I think at that point I realized how much like improv was my calling. Like, I love improv. Like, I just love it. I love playing improv games, and I love being in improv classes, and it just makes me so happy. And I love like thinking on my feet, especially with scenes, because there's just something about it. There's just something about bringing your own spice to the recipe. So, that person's second question was also, what advice would you give someone that wants to be on any reality show in general? And would you ever recommend to be on a reality show? I think if you want to be on a reality show, totally. However, if you want to be on a reality show because you want to be an actor, I don't think that that's great advice. The only real person is Michelle. What is her name? Is her name Michelle? Michelle Chung, or no? What is her name? I don't know. There's this girl who was on The Real World, and she's an Asian girl, like absolutely gorgeous. But she was on The Real World, and now she's like a real actress. Like, she's in so many movies and TV shows and stuff. She's the only person that I've ever heard of that was on a reality show that's now like a real actor, Like, what I do is pretty much go to auditions every day. Am I like, I'm an actor, yes. Am I a working actor that's on a TV show or on like, doing film? No, not at all. She definitely is. So I think that if you want to pursue acting, you should pursue acting. I don't think you should necessarily try to get on a reality show for acting or for like a segue to acting. Do I think it's helped me? Not really. I mean, I don't even have that I was on a reality show on my resume. If anything, it makes you look bad. So I don't really go that way. Do I think reality shows are fun? Yeah, if you want to do it, totally do it. I mean, why not? Do I have any advice on getting on a reality show? Just email them. If there's a show that you particularly like or you think you would be really good on, email them. Send them an email, send them some photos, tell them about yourself, and see if they call you back. I mean, that's what I did. Yeah. So I hope you guys liked this video. Sorry, I was like kind of all over the place. But I love you. Thank you so much. Please give my video a like, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.